Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So I'm going to be showing you all of my stampers. I'm going to tell you bits that I like and bits that I don't like about some of them, and just kind of go through my favourites with you, and also do like a top 3 for you as well. So yeah, I'm going to cut this up into categories by make, just to make it easier for you guys to kind of decide what you want to do. This isn't even all of them, unfortunately. I have brought some over the past as well that aren't pictured because I've thrown them away because they were so rubbish. But I will put, when I'm talking about them, I'll put an image up so you can kind of see which one I'm talking about that I don't like. So yeah, we're just going to go straight into this. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to start with obviously one of the big well-known brands, one that I've used from the start, and I still like them as well. I really like the products that they bring out, the stamping plates, etc. So we're going to talk about Moyou London. So I'll start off with this pink stamper here because this was actually the first one that I ever bought. So, and it's an okay stamper, but it's quite hard. So and obviously quite small, everything like that. And actually as well, where I've primed it, I obviously over primed it with like a buffer file or whatever. I obviously had sharper edges, and actually if I zoom in, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can you see like the little marks in the stamper head? Because this was my first and I didn't obviously know really what I was doing, obviously I've over primed it. So that's just one sort of thing as well. And this is one I bought, would it be a couple of years by now? Probably. So yeah, this is probably a good beginner one to kind of get you started, but it is quite firm and obviously it does need priming. So that's always something to keep in mind. I don't use that one at all anymore, by the way. Then I also have this one, which is very similar, and this is one that I got in one of the kits where you get like 2 stamping plates and 3 polishes. So, and again, this one is kind of exactly the same. It's a little bit squishier. I did have to prime this one as well, but as you can see, I've done it a bit better by that point, and not got any marks in it. But again, it's quite small, it is quite firm, it's not as squishy probably as you may like. Depends how long and stuff your nails are, I suppose. And obviously if you get this one in a kit, that's fine. But this one isn't what they call a new one, because on Moyou London they have like in sort of asterisks, it says new. This isn't one of the new ones, this is one of the older ones, because the newer ones are sticky and they just don't work. I did have one, I'll try and insert a picture now. And basically it was meant to be, I thought it was going to be like one of the squishy stampers, and it was one of the new ones, and it was just horrid to work with, absolutely horrid. So in the end I chucked it because I just couldn't work with it. The end popped out, it never stamped, it was horrible. So, and then as well I've got this rectangle one, which again isn't one of the new ones, it's one of the older ones, because this one isn't sticky. This is like you know, like a marshmallow type one. Again, very firm, but I liked the rectangle-ness of it, especially for someone like me who has got longer nails. It's kind of easy to roll down the nail and get a nice image, and then obviously roll from side to side. But again, this isn't one of the new ones. I did have to prime this one as well, and obviously if I take it out you can see it's quite firm, it's not really that squishy, which is probably one of the reasons I don't use it anymore. So then we've got the marshmallow one. So now obviously I've got this sort of case for my marshmallow one. And this is the transparent head non-sticky. So, and this is my favourite Moyou London stamper for sure. I love this one and I really like this head. I mean, look how lovely and squishy that is, but it's not really that sticky, because it doesn't need to be primed. So yeah, I really liked the transparent one, which is this one, and obviously non-sticky. I've got the white non-sticky head here, and it's just foul. I hate it. I mean, the transparent one worked, the white one just didn't, and you can see as I tried to prime it, but with it being sticky, and then polish is just stuck to like the grooves. And yeah, I mean, this head is kind of ruined, but I've kept it to kind of show you guys. My transparent sticky head I actually gave to a friend who was sort of new to stamping, and she gets on fab with it, and I showed her how to use it, you know, and I used it and could use it. It's just I don't like how this sticky feels. It's just disgusting. It's horrid. It's like jelly. So, and then also I've got obviously the non-sticky white head, which I don't actually use because I did have to prime it. I didn't have that good progress with it. I'll leave a link down below for my video on sort of the non-sticky and the sticky ones, where I did like loads of different tests and all that jazz. But my favourite Moyou London one is the transparent non-sticky head, and if anybody ever asks me, I always suggest this one as a nice one, by Moyou London. So yeah. So next up, these are just my marshmallow squishy stampers. So I've got my older one here, which I've used all the time over the past year and a bit, since I got it from Amazon. And this one is a newer one that I did a video on recently, so I'll leave the link for that down below on how to prime it and stuff like that. And this one is from Uber Nails UK, but as you can see, they are nice and squishy because your hand just, you know, your finger just really squishes down all of that. And this is one of my favourite all-time stampers. I always suggest this to people. They're quite cheap to buy as well, and it's just always one that I go for. So this is definitely one in my top 3, and I would always suggest newbies to buy this one as well. So then next up we've got this UberChic Beauty one. Now I bought this one when I only had one squishy stamper, and I thought that it would be kind of a good substitute for the marshmallow squishy, but unfortunately it is really firm. The stamper head is really hard, so actually I don't really use this, and I wouldn't actually really suggest this to people because it is quite firm. But then I do now have another sort of squishy like silicone head that I got from Uber Nails UK. So now what I do is I actually just switch it, and I have the blue sort of extra stamper head in the purple casing, and I don't use this head at all. But like the holder and stuff is really good, so if you like me have extra stamping heads, you know, it's a good holder to have, and obviously that's a lot more squishier than that one. So unfortunately I don't really like the UberChic one anymore. So then we're going to talk about this bad boy, and this one is from B.Loves Plates, and I bought this one maybe in the summer. I have a video on it, I'll leave the link down below, and I didn't obviously realise it was going to be this big. This is like the turbo one. I thought it was going to be about half the size of this, but I liked it because it was rectangular. But I cannot stamp with this thing at all. I have had no joy. So this is one that I definitely wouldn't suggest to people because I just cannot work it. Obviously I keep it because I don't like throwing things away. I've only really thrown things away where that I just hate them. So I don't hate this, but I can't work it. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest this to anyone, unfortunately. But I know people have stamped with it, and it's quite good for doing like decals and stuff and stamping across all 4 nails and whatnot, but I just can't even get an image to really stamp on it, I'm afraid. So next up we're going to talk about Fabbi Nails. So I've got these 2 little ones. Unfortunately I did again probably ruin the heads of these. Not too badly, but they're not like unusable. This one has been over primed a little bit, and there's some scratches in there, and then this one's just got this big circle, and I think that might have been from some acetone. So but I do like these stampers because they're nice and squishy. The only reason I don't use them anymore is because they're quite small. I just feel like I can't get a full image properly on them, because when obviously you stamp, you don't get this corner bit around here, which actually I would then miss out on my nail. So that's the only reason I don't really use them anymore, but I do love them. They were really good when I had shorter nails. I used them quite a lot, probably not in videos, but I did use them at home quite a lot. And I just love the casings on them. They're quite pretty. So I would suggest these to people. But then obviously Fabbi Nails recently brought out this jumbo. These are the XL. These are the jumbo stampers. And my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. I use this all the time. I think this is my top stamper now. It's actually outweighed the squishy stamper. I think this is number 2. This is number 1, definitely. I did a review on this. I'll leave the link for that down below. And this is actually quite sticky, but it's not as disgusting as the Moyou London ones. Not to me anyway. The Moyou London ones, sticky ones, are just horrific. I actually quite like this one. And it doesn't need priming at all. It's just perfect. I mean, if you've seen the video on my review of these, you would have heard my surprise in the video, because I was not expecting it to work straight away, because as well I don't particularly like sticky stampers. But yeah, this is my top stamper. I absolutely love this stamper. So as much as I like these ones, this has just outweighed every single stamper that I own. So this is my absolute favourite, and I should suggest this one to absolutely everybody because it is just so amazing. So yeah, this is my top stamper. So then this one is also by Fabbi Nails, although it's not got any signature or anything on it, and this is the clear jelly stamper. So I got this from Rainbow Connection a little while ago, and I must admit I have used it quite a lot. I quite like it. It is nice and jelly like. It really is. It's nice and squishy. It's basically just a clear version of the marshmallow stamper head. That's how it feels to me. It's very squishy, and I really do like this. I haven't really had a chance to sort of suggest it to people. I'm a bit worried that people would get, especially newbies, I think it's better to just get used to stamping before you then try and start stamping with this. And where you're trying to make things perfect and stuff, you need to just kind of get used to stamping first. But it is very good, and I do like this one. I'm glad I got one, very much so. So, and then finally we have the new Creative Shop Stampers, and these are from the Space collection. So I bought these from Rainbow Connection a few weeks ago, just sort of around Christmas time. And I got the blue shimmer on both of them just because I really liked them. And actually this is my sort of top third stamper, I would say, because I love how much it goes in, because it's sort of hollow inside. Again, I've got like a review and a first look on these, so I'll leave that link down below for you so you can go and check that out to sort of see my sort of first impressions of it and stuff. But again, this one doesn't need priming. I didn't even use any acetone, nothing on it. I didn't do anything to them at all. And I just really like them. I've used them quite a lot, and this would definitely be my sort of top third to suggest to people, because I just really like it, especially if you're quite new to stamping as well. If you've got the image there and you're trying to line up, it's quite good just to like, well, maybe not that one because it's got crystals on, just to sort of like really push a nail into it so you can get a good line up. But yeah, I really like these Creative Shop ones. I'm glad I bought them. They're lovely, and they are quite sticky, but they're not, again, nothing like the Moyou London ones that were just foul and disgusting. So yeah, I really like how squishy in the middle they are, and I like how they look as well. I think they look really cool. So just to kind of recap my top three, we've got the Fabbi Nails Jumbo Stamper that I got from Rainbow Connection. We've got the Marshmallow Squishy Stamper, which you can get from We Heart Nails UK. And then we've got the Creative Shop Space Stamper as well, which you can also get from Rainbow Connection. So that's 1, 2, 3. Those are my favourites. So that's it, guys. Those are all of my stampers that I have in my collection. Like I said, I think I gave one away to a friend, and I chucked one away. But apart from that, these are all of my stampers from the absolute beginning. So I hope that you like this video. Please do check out my other videos that I've linked below on each of the stampers where I've done reviews and such for. Please like and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.